Well, first of all, congratulations on the new season.
Thank you, thank you.
How excited are you for fans to see it?
Very excited. I think it's our best season yet. I really do. I think season 4 has kind of gelled. Some things have gelled in a way that you can really feel that when you're on a set all the time. I think it's a really great season.
And especially after the end of season 3, I mean, Scarlet offices were being cleared out, and Jacqueline was kind of nowhere in sight. So, where do we find her at the beginning of the season?
You find her at home.
Enjoying her time.
That's right. Enjoying some much needed family time and thinking, you know what, this might not be so bad after all.
Well, especially after season 3, she spent most of it battling with the board over, decisions regarding her magazine. Do you think
right.
those battles were more to do with the fact that they couldn't control Jacqueline rather than her having bad ideas?
Yeah, I think that she was, feeling, she was stretching and feeling into the culture and to the voice of the collective and what needed to be said and heard and talked about and discussed. And I think she has her finger on the pulse of what's going on in the world. And I think the board is full of a lot of maybe people with older, not so current thinking, and specifically a lot of white males. And I think that was sort of her. I think her challenge was how to enroll them in, and maybe they had forgotten maybe what is so special about the way she leads the magazine. And I think that she needed to kind of push the envelope to sort of make them remember, I guess, I don't think she was doing that I don't think she was doing that consciously, trying to make problems at all. I think she just was doing what she felt was really right, and I think she feels really passionately about what she thinks is right, and that's why she feels she has to do that. She can't really lead effectively and with the integrity that we've all come to know her having, if she isn't following, her heart and her instincts and using her experience to, inform her choices. So I think that's really why she was, what was going on there was just, that push-pull. But I think it was for her coming from a really true and genuine place.
Well, especially because of the fact that she's such a role model to both Kat, Sutton, and Jane, and of course, readers to Scarlet as well. What do you think Jacqueline takes into account for her risks may mean for them and the future generation of Scarlet readers?
Well, I just think she knows that if she doesn't, she's not really a leader if she's not really coming from a genuine, true, heartfelt, thoughtful place. And I think that that's why she is so revered and why she is looked up to and why she is a great inspiration to the young ladies on the show as well as the readers. And I think it's because she is constantly checking in with that inner compass that makes her a true leader and a true inspiration.
And how important do you think it is that she continues to instill that empowerment, that confidence to the girls?
Well, I think she has to do that. I think that's one of the motors that makes the show turn. It's one of the things that makes the show work. Is that she is constantly checking and rechecking herself, and I think that she takes it very seriously. That she knows she's in a position of leadership. And that's why she's constantly, trying to, when you're in a position of leadership, you're constantly pivoting, you're constantly, getting new information, and those pivots are, millions of pivots happen in the span of a very short time, because of the information they're constantly processing and building on. And I think Jacqueline's doing that all the time. You see her doing that all the time, and I think that's part of what makes her such a great mentor and such a great inspiration to Kat and Sutton and Jane.
I mean, also, you know, speaking about, you know, the girls and kind of Jacqueline's relationship with each of them, I think the past 3 seasons you've really seen that those relationships grow between all 3 of them individually. And I kind of want to know how much of that was, you know, written for the characters and how much of it was actually like your way of approaching the character and her relationship with the girls.
Well, I mean, you know, I would say that it's a beautiful dance between, you know, between the writers and me and you know and also, you know, Katie, Megan, and Aisha, and you know, I think that, you know, those things do cross over as far as real life and you know, fiction, and I think that, you know, part of the reason that I said yes to the show and to the character was that I really loved this idea of a woman of power, which we don't see a lot on television. Usually if we see a woman of power, she's broken and she's kind of a ball buster and a bitch, and she's, you know, sort of, you know, broken as, you know, in her personal life, and so I was very attracted to this idea that we were going to build a character that was successful, you know, as you know, as a boss, and really good at what she does, but also had a lot of integrity and was, yes, challenging, and sometimes for sure would push her, you know, her employees, but also I cared for them and you know, hired people that she believed in, and then mentored them. And I think we need to see more women doing that, and also, you know, also has a relationship with, you know, has a long-term, you know, marriage that and children, and, you know, a real life, because, you know, every woman, all my women friends, including myself, are you know, balancing all those balls, and most women that I know are really doing that. And I feel like for some reason there's been a long sort of, I don't know, list of you know, women on television that just aren't really very dimensional, and especially women of power. They seem to be portrayed as, you know, not very nice people, and it's not my experience. I mean, the women of power I've come across in my life have been incredibly helpful to my development as, you know, a person and an artist, and all those things. So that was really what we wanted to do, and I think that shows up in the episodes all the time, and it continues to grow, and you know, and some of it crosses over into real life, and I think that just benefits the storyline on the show and the characters, because it just does.
What can fans really expect from Jacqueline this season?
Well, they can expect to see a little more, maybe a little more of her internal personal struggles, and sort of what it means to really truly balance, you know, the work life with the home family life.